Hey guys, welcome to Watch a Guy Fish. We're going to be tying a dead scud today. Basically, a dead scud is a pink, or it's going to be an orange tint. So what we're going to start off with here is we got a size 16 hook. And the first step is getting it lined with some weight, because you're going to want this shrimp to sink. So we're going to start right away here. The hard part is getting it started. Once you get it started, it's not bad. Alright, we're using thick wire because we want a lot of weight on this guy. I like to sink them in heavy streams. So you want a good bit of weight when you can. I'm actually going to pre-snip, which I don't normally do because I just usually break it off. But it's an old lead spool I inherited, so it's not as neat as I would like it to be. So we're going to just do that. So be careful, because it's very, very fragile. You scrape it on that hook, you're probably going to tear it. All right. So usually when it starts spinning on me, I grip it with a pair of pliers. Alright, so now that we did that here, I'll go ahead, we're gonna try to pull one more loop around. There we go. So we did that there. I'll go ahead and break it off. Today, some people use their fingernails. I don't have any, so looks like we're snipping. Alright, so now you want to smash that one side down. Alright, she should look pretty good there now. We're going to move the weight back to the middle, right here. Give her a little squeeze. The reason I do that is because I usually taper down for the head. And then we're going to go ahead and start wrapping. So we'll get it going here. I like to wrap it in between. It did shift on us here, which isn't a big deal. All right. So we got it to where we need it. Now that we did that, we got our weight on. We got our thread started, and now what we need is to grab our scud back, which I should have here. We're using shrimp pink scud backing today. I usually use clear. But I want to accentuate the color, especially since I'm using pink dubbing. So the length I always do a little bit more than what the body is, so about here is where I'll cut. And then I'm a guy that puts everything back when I'm done, because I hate clutter. Drop it in the bag. All right. Next thing we want to do is grab our color. I don't know why, but I think the orange/gold wire looks good with this color pink. I don't know. It just seems like the perfect. All right, so length that I cut usually go here. Go ahead and move it back where we need it to be. All right, so now that we did this, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wrap the wire first. I use very, very thin. I'm using number 6 white thread here. So what you want to do is kind of see where you want to grip it, and that's where we're gripping. All right, we're back there again. Now we're gonna get the backing for the Scud on, which this is the hardest part of the fly. Someday I will get it in like one try. Holy heck, that actually might be today. Well, never happens, but it did. All right, we're gonna run back again. Now that we ran back, we're ready to start our dub. So go ahead, we're gonna grab your wire or your thumb, rub it both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a little patch of it. I don't grab much. I actually grab way too much here. So this is what I grab. If that, but I'm telling you, it's very, very little. All right, so we got it. We're ready to start twisting. And this is actually a very thick dubbing. So what I normally grab actually might have been too much still. No worries. Rip it out. And then go ahead and twist. And when you're ready, start wrapping. Sometimes you have to readjust the dubbing. But for the most part, it should go on with your thread. This fly is very forgivable because of the backing, so if you think you messed up, don't worry, you didn't. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. We're actually gonna pull too much dubbing. Alright. So now that we did that there, we're gonna go ahead. I like to wrap. Now we're good to pull the backing forward, because now we gotta tie that on. I always use the pliers with this because it's not that I'm not good at getting it lined to where it needs to be, but it doesn't always turn out in my favor. So we're ready to pull it down. And like I said, the hardest part's starting it, because you basically what I do while we're in this step is I do a half whip, because basically if you don't, it does that. I did that on purpose. I wanted to show you guys why it's important to do a half whip there. I'm just kidding, I didn't plan that. All right, pulling over again. Don't grip it too close, otherwise you'll rip it. Believe me, I've done it many times. All right. All right, we got our half whip there, which is what we want. Next thing I do, some people think it's too early. I don't, because I like to see what I'm working with. I snip the plastic off right away, and you want to pull it out a little bit because it'll retract and pull back just like that. All right, so now that we did that, guys, we're gonna go ahead, pull the wire. We're gonna wanna grab our pliers. Normally I wrap this way. I'm gonna wrap this way this time because I noticed the backing is leaning to the other way, so kind of want to go against the grain is what we'll call it. And right away I realized I used not enough wire. So if you didn't use enough wire like I did, you'll just have to spread out. Your body a little bit. So now we're good. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna tie our wire. And then we're gonna whip finish. And this, I always do at least 4 wraps because I want it to be super strong. You gotta remember, guys, these are hitting rocks and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and snip. And then this, I definitely put head cement on. It makes it last a lot longer, especially in the drift, but this is it. Didn't take long, and it looks kind of good. Like if it was bigger and I was hungry, I would eat that shrimp. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. Take care.